people like to know what whey protein is and how it can benefit the body. So what it is, it's basically the byproduct of cheese manufacture. All that liquid that's left after manufacturing the cheese is collected, it's dried off, it's processed, it's microfiltered, and that becomes the whey protein powder that we all know. The health benefits, it's basically a superfood for the body. It is without doubt one of the really high superfoods. And the reason why is because it's so packed with amino acids. Now, amino acids are the building blocks of life. Every single cell in your body needs amino acids, and whey protein powder contains all of them, and it contains all of them, and which means that it contains the essential amino acids, which means your body can only get them from the diet. It can't manufacture them, so if it doesn't get them, it doesn't, you become deficient in them, and the non-essential amino acids, which can be manufactured from the essential amino acids. But every single cell in your body needs them. If you're deficient in amino acids, you can then get a whole heap of health problems. So most people think of amino acids and whey protein as things that bodybuilders use and bodybuilding industry uses, and yes, they do, because amino acids, your muscles are made up of a lot of amino acids. So doing a lot of workout and doing a lot of weights, you're breaking down the tissue. Well, the amino acids then come in to repair the tissue, and they're repairing that tissue. Those muscle cells grow and get stronger and bigger. Right? But it's not only just for muscle building that amino acids and whey protein has benefits. It has benefits for all of your detoxification organs in the body. It has benefits for your liver. Without the right amino acids, your liver can't get rid of all the toxins down the various detoxification pathways. Neither can the kidneys. Neither can the gastrointestinal tract. If you have low amino acids in the gastrointestinal tract, there's a really good chance you'll have leaky gut syndrome, which is causes a whole heap of health issues with people. If you don't have the right type of amino acids, you won't produce serotonin, you won't produce dopamine, anxiety, depression, stress. You won't produce adrenaline and noradrenaline, you won't produce your thyroid hormones. Without the right amino acids, you don't produce the adrenal hormones, your anti-stress hormones, your sex hormones, your immune cells. Glutamine, which is an amino acid, is very abundant in your white blood cells. So if you've got low glutamine, your white blood cells aren't as healthy as they should be. But it's not only there. For proper bone growth, for proper blood sugar regulation, you need amino acids. So osteoporosis, osteopenia, diabetes. For weight loss, so the more, say, whey protein that you have for weight loss, the fuller you become, so you means you eat less, but it also stimulates certain factors into certain pathways in the body to burn fat. So it's very important there. It's extremely important for the elderly. So we're talking about muscle building. The elderly have low muscle mass. Muscle's the thing that keeps you young. If you have low muscle mass, it's generally that A, you're not using them, and B, that you're low in amino acids, and the body goes, oh gosh, I need some amino acids, I need some glutamine and some arginine and some cysteine. Where can I get it from? It starts to break down your muscles, right? Have a look at someone with anorexia that doesn't eat a lot. They cannibalise themselves, right? And that's what happens as we age as well, because we don't have the right diet, or we don't have the right gastrointestinal function to absorb the nutrients, and we become deficient. So amino acids also, there's a thing called an antioxidant, which is a substance that protects your cells from damage, right? Free radicals destroy your cells or damage your cells. Now, much like the way rust destroys destroys steel, antioxidants protect your cells like galvanized paint protects steel. All right. Now, there's one major, or the body's major antioxidant. It's called glutathione. Glutathione is made up of 3 amino acids: glutamine, glycine, and cysteine. If you're low in those, you don't produce enough glutathione. You don't protect your cells. You start to rust. The aging process happens. The wrinkles come. The whole gamut of poor health can stem from amino acid deficiency, right? So whey protein is an extremely high source of protein. So you've got cow and chicken and beef, which is cow, and pork and all those type of meat proteins, and tofu and cheeses and eggs. They, with the exception of eggs, are not as absorbed as well as whey protein. Now, eggs is generally regarded as the best food type of source, like what I've just mentioned, for absorption. Whey protein has a better absorption rate than eggs. Now, our whey protein, before I go on to that, whey protein also contains immunoglobulins. Now, immunoglobulins and lactoferrin are substances that stimulate and improve immune function. Keep you healthy. All right. Now, there is 2 types of whey protein. There is whey protein isolate and whey protein concentrate. The whey protein isolate, just look at it like this, it's a quick release. So for example, if you, a quick release amino acid, so if you were doing some weights, you would have some whey protein isolate then to get straight into your muscles and be utilised quickly while you're doing weights. But it's not only just for that, it's also for elderly. We'll need more of the whey protein isolate. For people that are coming out of surgery that need tissue repair, the whey protein isolate. Poor nutritional status, the whey protein isolate. The concentrate, or the isolate also has lower amounts of carbohydrates than fats, but also less immune stimulating substances than the concentrate, because it has around 90 to 93% protein, whereas the concentrate, the whey protein concentrate, has about 81% protein, but it has a little bit more fat and a little bit more carbohydrates. It also has lactose, but it also has a higher amount of immunoglobulins and immune stimulating substances. So it's good as a general all-round thing, and bodybuilders generally have that as a slow release, a sustained release amino acid. All right. Our whey protein powder it comes from New Zealand, and it doesn't contain a substance called RBST, which basically is an artificial growth hormone that is fed to dairy cattle to stimulate milk production. Now, that is banned in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Canada, and the European Union, which is 20 odd countries. There's only one country in the world that allows RBST, and they say that it has no detrimental effects to humans, and that is America. Right? So whey protein from America will contain RBST because they don't even have to list it on their powder, or any dairy product, but the American Food and Drug Authority claims that it has no health or detrimental health benefits, but everyone else in the world has banned it. Go figure. DDT was pretty harmless many years ago until they realised it killed you. So I'm not saying RBST does that. It was just a drug designed by Monsanto to produce increased milk production. We don't use it. I'm a naturopath. I'm a nutritionalist. It's something that's foreign. It's not natural. I'm not interested in it. All right. Our whey protein powder also contains no genetically modified foods. It's not irradiated. The cows are fed in the green New Zealand pastures, and New Zealand whey is generally regarded as the best in the world. Right? Your choice. There's lots of them out there. Your choice. Now, if you want to know about amino acids, you can go to our website, which is on the bottom of the screen there, and you will be able to come. There is a test that you can do. There's a whole lot of information on amino acids, but there's a test that you can do to see whether your body is deficient in certain amino acids. And if that's the case, then you can tailor your diet or your lifestyle or your nutritional intake to improve those amino acids. So if you're low in arginine and glutamine, or you're low in, if you're doing weights or you're muscle building, but you're low in leucine, valine, which are the branched chain amino acids that build muscle, you need to supplement those in your diet, because no amount of muscle building will do anything for it. So it's important to find out what amino acids you're deficient in. Keeps you healthy and living longer. Anyway, until next time, this is Greg.